I just want to tell you nothing you don't want to hear. All I want is for you to say, oh, why don't you just take me where I've never been before? I know you want to hear me catch my breath. I love you till the end. 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 Hey everybody, this is Brittany here with Surfing Waves of Light, and today I felt inspired to do a channeling, and I was also guided to sing that song. That's called I Love You to the End. Just did a little section of it. I just started learning it today. So, all right, I'm gonna close my eyes and see what the guides have to say. Thank you for your patience with these videos. I've been directed to post as inspired, and I definitely got inspiration today. So when that inspiration comes, I don't always know, but always trying to put myself in the best position to receive that guidance. All right, give me a minute. You are blessed beings indeed, and I am that one that you recognize as Jesus. I am an energy. I am a perception. I am a consciousness who came to this planet, this reality, and I mastered the levels here. I found the right thoughts, the right ways of being, the right belief systems, the ones that would allow me to transcend the chains of the lower dimensional consciousness, ones that allowed me to slip through the norm and into the realms of unending love, light, peace, joy, and eternal beingness. I am the one who has recognized deep within that I was never apart from my divine predecessor, co-creator and coexister, the universe, the source energy, the divine consciousness. I was no more specific or special than each and every one of you. You are all like me in your expression of physicality. We all must go to the lower realms of 3D to enter this earth. But from there, the rules are released, and it is the choice of each consciousness and being to decide how he or she wishes to play the game. The earth game, dear beings, we call this, because that is what it is. Divine beingness can create the most magnificent of realities, of creation and exploration for its interested party. And yet here you find yourself on a beautiful planet in a dualistic existence, light and dark, constantly swimming back and forth, constantly seeing itself and its opposite. And yet there is no opposite to love, for even the expression of the darkness is a sign of love, is a showing of the Creator's belief in you, in total freedom and allowance to create whichever reality you want, even if it is separate from Him. It is like a parent who has a child and releases their own ideas and thoughts about how that child should live, because that parent loves that child so fully and knows that freedom is one of the best ways on planet Earth that you can show love. You can show love through every day, every action, through granting yourself pure, total, unusurped freedom. This is the theme for this being. She channels many energies, and yet we all say similar things, because we can see her plan as if you open a book and can read a plan there on earth. Energetically, we can do this. We can see what she scoped out for this lifetime. And so we tell her what she said. And in that way, we never tell her or you anything that you do not already know deep inside. We are merely expressing your wishes, your wills, for what role you wish to play in this game, in the game of earth, in the journey from separation to oneness, the journey that your soul wished to experience in order to grow, to become larger, to understand love even in its lowest dimensional expressions, to know free will in totality, in whole, so that you could be more whole, so that your soul could be more whole, and so that the collective souls that make up the oneness could experience all things. For in love, we allow beings to learn and experience all things on their own. We do not try to disturb their consciousness. We allow, we hold space. We help them to figure out for themselves. That is some of the ways we express love here on this plane. through our guidance and connection, our presence, though not visible to the naked eye, quite palpable to those who dare to feel. You are all channels. You have been taught channeling here on this planet since you were young. You have been taught how to tap into an energy. The only difference between the energies most of you have been taught to tap into and the ones that this being and others like herself who are bringing through messages of love is that you were all taught by your systems to tune into an unloving idea, an unloving vibration, connecting your electrodes to that and allowing that to come through every day in the creation of your thoughts, and which creates your behaviors. Pulsing in, you have been taught that you are limited. Pulsing in, you have been taught that you are not good enough. Pulsing in, you were taught to follow the structure that the current planet presents. You are taught to allow yourself to need to be part of the group, to conform, to not stand out, to not be different. And yet, to ascend levels in this game, different you must be. For when you start to be different, that is when you learn to channel new things. That is where you can even begin to channel more loving thoughts, ideas, and actions. For the status quo on earth is not the channeling of loving ideas or actions. You see, every day when you wake up and have a thought or do an action, you are channeling. You are channeling what it is to be the vibration of that thought and action. And so, what we teach beings who wish to channel is that they need to switch the dial on the frequency antenna that they are receiving in. Now, once you have received a vibration for so long, it can become stuck and stagnant within the physical and energetic being. But with work and practice, with dedication, with perseverance for seeing only love, for being only love, love for yourself and others, you can continue to channel love. For even if you are the darkest human on earth, you still know how to channel love. Because no human has done unloving things for their entire existence. For it is in your nature, your natural state to be loving. It is just that there are moments on earth where beings can choose to be unloving, consciously or unconsciously. And that is what we work on here. That is what our message is to this being and to all of you. You are a channel. You channel every day with every song you sing, with every word you speak, the job you go to, the financial matters you handle. Everything you do, you're channeling, you're learning. You look at different teachers, different ideas, and you either accept them or reject them. And so when you accept an idea and then you express it, that is channeling. This being, we give her lots of ideas. She does not channel them all. She is a human. She is limited. She cannot be on her phone all day recording herself at this moment in time. But she does the best she can. And that is all any being can do. That is the forgiveness practice right there, looking at yourself in situations, whether you're right or wrong, or you did something horrible or not, and remembering that everyone, including yourself, is just doing the best that they can in each moment. This is a distorted reality where you are taught intentionally unloving ideas, and then a situation presents itself, and you get to see that idea in action, and then you get to judge if it was the right kind of channeling, the right idea, or not. That is the game here on earth. And what often happens is many of you are traumatized when a negative situation occurs. And so you block that trauma, you hide from it, you bury it deep down in your chakras or in the physical body. You allow that trauma to dictate the reality of your life, the path and the steps you take. And yet the gold is in these traumas, is in these critical situations. This being has had a situation occurring, and it has been causing her to feel many feelings of guilt. Initially, she felt that she was right about this thing that she did. And then she felt maybe she was not. And her mind has been going back and forth between these two things for a little while now, trying to figure out what is the loving way to deal with this situation. And so there is trial and error in that. She tried one thing, she did not like the results. And so in that moment, this being and others like her can sometimes shut down when they feel they have done something wrong. They shut down, they hold in, they step away. They push it as far away as possible because they're feeling guilt, they're feeling shame, they're feeling resentment towards themselves for not being right all the time. So many of you are perfection driven because that is also an ego idea. And yet, being imperfect, allowing in the mistakes, analyzing them intuitively and logically, and then trying something different. That is the reality of this life here. The reality is bad things happen here. That is why many come. But the more poignant reason beings come to this planet is to transcend that challenge, that trauma, that critical situation, and come back to feelings of peace and love and joy around it. For if you are holding guilt or shame or resentment, anything lower than the vibration of love, then you cannot fully feel us. You cannot fully reconnect with the oneness, because the oneness holds none of that. None of it is real. And yet we hold compassion for you beings because it feels so real on this planet. It feels so heavy. So many of you carry around heaviness with you that expresses in different ways. And so we hold you in that heaviness, and we implore you to forgive yourself, to let it go, to let it be, to trust that whatever happened in the past or the present is serving you, and that you do not have the lenses in this moment to see how something that seems bad in an initial moment can actually be the most important thing for you. We will give an example here. This being wished to go to hot yoga today. She planned it all out in her head. She set alarms on her phone. She knew she had to leave at least 30 minutes early because of how far away this place is. And yet, despite all her planning, we slowed her down and we had her be just a little bit late. Now, in the moment, this being was not with peace on the drive over. She was a little bit worried, trying to say her A Course in Miracles lesson phrase, but still worrying. And so she got to the studio just at the beginning of class. She had to sign in very quickly and felt a little bit ashamed and embarrassed for being late as she tries to honor other people's time. And at the end of the class, because of her tardiness, she had to speak with the teacher. The teacher was quite friendly, and because of this conversation that may not have occurred if she was on time, she hit every light on her way, which we were responsible for, herself but us. So she had a conversation with this teacher, and the teacher asked her for her business card based on their discussion. She thought with her own mind that she would get in trouble, that the teacher would not like her, that the studio would not like her because she was late. And she did have some trust, but there are still flickers of the ego in her mind as she is human. And so she could have relaxed on her way, knowing that every red light was us ensuring that she gets a new client, ensuring that she grows her abundance, because we are helping to match the energy that she has been putting out, that she has been really consciously creating with every action, deed, and word, getting so fine-tuned, looking so into the details, so that the reflective universe can give her what she needs. So do not judge what is happening to you. Whatever the situation, something as trivial as being late or as big as the passing of a family member or someone you love, the energies are always there. They never really leave. For you came into this world together, and to fully leave this dimension, all must come. So there is motivation for those energies to stay, because they are a part of you. So if someone passes or you are late, look for how that energy is serving you. Look for how it is making you better. Look for how it is forcing you to be the highest expression of yourself. For it is through traumas and transformations of those traumas that people really step into their divinity. It is not always how it happens, but on this plane it is quite often that a trauma can either make or break someone, so to speak. And yet no one is ever broken for eternity. That in itself is a temporary experience. You listen to the stories of people who channel, who do spiritual work, who have careers or ways of manifesting abundance that they love. They all hit low points. They all go through difficult times. They all have trivialities and major traumas to sort through. And the key to their success is their transformation of that situation into the coming back into the center of their own realm, into the mind state of peace around whatever occurs, trusting, knowing that it is us, your guides, divinity, Jesus, all of the archangels, all of the angelic terrestrials. It is all of us. We are part of you, and we wish to leave this plane fully with you. Even our energy that comes down into the channeling aspects of this planet. We wish to unite fully. And so we found this space and time where we were most separated in our experience, and we are assisting in bringing ourselves back. We love you all till the end of time. Heaven is a perspective, and it is the one we hold around you. That imperfect perfectness that we always see in you. The vision of the highest expression of love that we hold for each and every one of you. Dream big. Dream bigger than you ever even imagined, and hold that vision. That is all we need for you to do. And channel love whenever you can. It's just a practice. Practice channeling love. Practice finding the perspectives that provide you with the attributes of love: freedom, sovereignty, creative expression, joy, laughter, challenge. This being's cat is here, shaking the stand. We love you all so very much. We are Jesus with all the Archangel spirits, all the love. No name really does us service, but we provide one. For you. We love you. All right, everyone, thanks. I just needed to get my computer unlocked. It locks a lot of the times when I do this. So I'm just going to outro myself, and I hope you have a really awesome evening, day. I love you till the end. I love you till the end. I love you till the end. I love you till I just wanna tell you nothing you don't want to hear. All I want is for you to say, oh, why don't you just take me where I've never been before? I know you want to hear me catch my breath. I love you till the end. I love you till the end. I love you till the